Alright there, YouTube. So we're back with our project 1983 Peterbilt 359 Old Red. Now in the last video on this project, a few people had noticed some sparks coming from underneath the truck when I started it at a certain point in the video. And I hadn't even noticed that, and so I'm glad you guys brought that to my attention. We're going to start out by looking into that here a little bit and see if we can figure out the cause for that. And depending on how long that takes, we'll see what I do next after that. But anyway, I think the first thing to do here is we're just going to go ahead and fire it up, get it moved inside, and I'm going to set up some GoPros and shut all the lights off in the shop so it's dark and see if I can figure out where these sparks were coming from, as well as check the battery cables and other things like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get her fired up here. Okay, so that's a bit interesting. The truck doesn't want to start. It doesn't even really crank over. Acts like the batteries are dead. I've got 12.5 volts at the batteries. I've got the same voltage over here at the starter. The starter wires feel tight. I just got this thing here the other day. Little portable jump pack here. I don't really expect this to do anything here. Not really thinking that dead batteries are a problem. But we're going to go ahead and hook it up here and see what it does. So we got 4 bars on there. And let's go ahead and check our battery voltage. 13.62. So let's go ahead and try to start it again. Okay, now the relay's not even clicking when I hit the start button. So we do have an issue here. You know that we've got 13.5 volts at the batteries. Key is on. Wiggle the key here. Nothing's happening. Okay. Alright, so I've been probing and checking on things for a while here. Got the whole dash opened up. Battery box is opened up. Got everything opened up. And what it appears the issue is that spark that you guys saw there in that last video was my starter dying. So it actually appears that my starter is a dead short across the windings. It's toast, it's done. That's why it wasn't cranking over. After trying it a couple of times there, it probably fried the relay on the starter, and that's why it stopped clicking. And so the issue is not battery cables or anything like that. It is, in fact, a bad starter. If I can get a starter today, we're going to put a starter in it. But I'm not sure if Peterbilt's open today. I know Kenworth's open. Hey, what's more Kenworth parts on this thing, right? So anyway, I'm going to try to see if I can get a starter today, and if I can, we'll put it in. And Peterbilt's closed. So let's head over to Kenworth. Alright, so we were able to figure out which starter was the right starter for this truck. It was a fairly expensive starter, and we were actually able to cross-reference that to a newer gear reduction style starter, which was a lot cheaper. However, they didn't have one in stock. I really didn't see any reason to expedite ship that here. So we just stock ordered it. It'll be in here later this week sometime. But until we get that in, I'm kind of stuck on this project for right now. None of the other things I kind of had planned on doing on this can I really do outside, or don't want to do anyway. I'd rather be in the shop where I got power tools and air and all that kind of stuff. So we're kind of stuck on this project for right now. So I think we're going to call this and that's where we're at on it right now. And when we get the new starter in, we'll go ahead and put that in and continue on with the project. Hopefully it's not too bad out when that comes in. I think there's supposed to be some weather coming in here later this week, so hopefully I'm not out here working in the snow putting the starter in it. But anyway, it is what it is. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Thank you. Have a great day.